What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Print Pros. I'm Andrew, and today I'm going to show you how you can create multicolored heat transfer vinyl designs with layering. I'll teach you the two easiest methods for layering heat transfer vinyl to create a multicolored design. I'll explain the benefits each method offers and give you a step-by-step demonstration of each method. By the end of this video, you'll be able to transform any boring monochrome design and turn it into a multicolored masterpiece. Before we dive into today's episode, make sure to subscribe to our channel and smash that like button so you can stay up to date with our latest content. Let's start by talking about why a decorator might want to layer their vinyl design. Heat transfer vinyl is a very simple and cost-effective customization method that allows you to decorate a variety of different substrates, including fabric, ceramic, wood, glass, and more. However, while vinyl gives you a greater deal of freedom when it comes to substrates, your color options are limited to the color of the vinyl sheet that you're cutting. While this is fine for more simple designs, it limits your creative capability for creating more complex, multicolored, and three-dimensional looking designs. By layering your vinyl sheets, you can decorate your garments with more intricate designs, which you can then sell for a greater profit. Now that you know why you might want to layer your vinyl, let's get into the actual layering process. There are two methods you can use to layer your design. Method one, you can either create two separate transfer sheets and layer your design during the heat pressing process, or method two, you can layer your vinyl onto a single piece of transfer paper using what's known as registration marks. I'll start by showing you how to layer your design onto your garment during the heat pressing process because it's the quickest. So as you can see, I've got my design loaded into my SignMaster Cut Plus Arms vinyl cutter software. If any of you have never used vinyl cutter software before, we actually have a video on our channel where we go into greater depth into how to use our software and the vinyl cutting process in general. I'll put a link to it in the card above and the description below. To print our design, we need to separate the blue and the pink layers. Currently, the pink layer is on top of the blue layer. To separate them, select the pink layer and drag it to the side. And now you'll be able to see the blue layer. Next, I'm going to select both parts of the design and make sure they are the same size. Once both designs are separated out and the same size, I will go ahead and select one of them and then click the Apple icon, select Cut Contour, click Yes, then click on the Composite tab and select Trace. After the first part of the design is traced, I will do the same with the other part. Once that's done, I'm going to load the first sheet of vinyl into my cutter and lock it in place. And make sure to check the mirror box before cutting. All right, both parts of our design have been cut into our vinyl. Now we just have to weed them out. There we go. We've got both parts of our design weeded. Now we will go ahead and transfer our different design elements onto our garment. We're ready to start pressing. First, we're gonna bring our bottom plate forward and lay our t-shirt on it. We're gonna lay our Teflon sheet over our shirt, and we're gonna preheat this at 320 degrees for 10 seconds. That way, we can get rid of any excess moisture. Then, we're gonna go ahead and get our bottom layer and place it on our t-shirt. Cover it back up with our Teflon sheet, close our heat press, and we're gonna heat it at 320 degrees for 10 seconds. The vinyl I am using requires what's known as a hot peel, so I have to make sure and peel it as soon as I open the heat press. It is best to peel it at a 180-degree angle to make sure the transfer is smooth. Now that we have our bottom layer transferred, it's time to put our top layer. Now for this stacking method, we're just gonna have to eyeball it to make sure that they line up. Now, let's heat press this and see how it looks. All right, that came out really good. Both layers of our design are exactly where they're supposed to be and together add a sense of depth to our garment. Now, for those of you looking for a little more precision in your design placement, you can add what's known as a registration mark during your design process. This mark allows you to know exactly how to stack your design during the initial transfer phase and allows you to stack both portions of your design onto a single sheet rather than using two sheets. Let's go back to our design software. I'm going to lower the height, then I'm going to select square. Now, we're just going to really quick add our registration mark. All right, now when we cut our design, the cutter will also cut our registration marks into the vinyl so that we know precisely what goes where. Now we're just gonna set up our vinyl like we did before and cut out our design using our registration mark. Now, as you can see, we have our design cut and weeded, and down here, you can see the registration mark. We're gonna use this to make sure our two design elements line up when we transfer them onto one sheet. So I have my transfer paper here, and the bottom layer of my design here. First, we need to expose the adhesive. So now, we're gonna go ahead and transfer this design onto our transfer paper. Once we have the bottom layer of our design added to our transfer paper, take the pink vinyl paper, place it facing down, and align it with your transfer paper using the registration marks. So now, transfer it onto our top layer sheet. Now, we have our design layered onto a single transfer sheet, so let's take it to the heat press. So, just like before, I'm gonna bring my bottom plate forward, place the Teflon sheet over the t-shirt, and we're gonna preheat our shirt at 320 degrees for 10 seconds, just so that we get rid of any excess moisture. And now I'm gonna take off the registration mark. We're gonna place our transfer sheet over our t-shirt. We're gonna put our Teflon sheet over, and we're gonna press at 320 degrees for 25 seconds. And now we're gonna do our hot peel. And there we have our finished design. As you can see, the garment came out great. Our design is super clean and precise, and everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. And there you have it, guys, the two best methods for layering transfer vinyl onto a garment. If you found any of this information helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up and click that notification bell so you can be notified when we post new content. Also, don't forget to follow us on Embroidery and Custom Apparel Mastery on Facebook, where we share helpful tips every day. Not to mention, there are over 32,000 members in there that can help you as well. We are also active on Instagram, where we share tips, stories, and mini how-to tutorials for everything embroidery and printing related. Links to our social media channels can be found in the description below, along with the link to the videos mentioned in this episode. And if you have any tips or tricks for layering vinyl that I didn't mention, be sure to share them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.